Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and today we're coming at you with another great video in Baby Space Floki. Now we're looking at the market because it's gone into extreme fear. China are banning crypto every week, which has caused people to retrace back and put the market into a little bit of a down pump. Now we're looking at main tokens, or as we like to say on Crypto Ripto, opportunities to fill our bags up from the retracement. So if you want to know more about Baby Space Floki and where the buy zones are and if it is a right opportunity, stay tuned and let's get into the video. Well, so before I get into today's awesome video, I'm going to say one of two things. Firstly, this is not financial advice. I'm no financial advisor, as you well know, and this is for your entertainment purposes only. Secondly, I know you like to keep these videos a bit shorter than 15 minutes, and I keep going over because I get so overwhelmed and excited to tell you the great news that it's not easy to fit the socials, the price chart action and the thoughts in. But I'll try and do my best to keep this video as short and sweet as I can today. So with all that out of the way, hit that like button, smack that subscribe bar, tickle that bell with my notification, and let's jump straight into CoinMarketCap. Boom. So as you can see on CoinMarketCap, this token is trending and it's up there with, I think, the top 5. And as you can see, it's at a 41.4% pump. Now, against Ethereum, it's also at a 50% pump, but this is quite surprising when the market is in extreme fear. Like I said on the intro, China are coming out banning everything every week. Crypto, Bitcoin, they will literally ban you from breathing soon, if they could. But with all that being said, I think it's done the market good. Bitcoin struggling to break its resistance. I think this might be the last retracement before we go into the October boom, and it will give us time to, anyone that's sort of cashed out and got a bit of fiat currency, it'll give us time to fill our bags. And what better way than to get the ones that you think are going to do at least a 5x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly tell you about the CoinMarketCap and where it's been looking over the past 7 days and month. We'll jump quickly into the website and socials and then the all important price chart action. And I'll try and keep it quick. So as you can see here, it's had some bad retracements here where the prices sort of dipped below where we would expect it to go, but it quickly recovered. If you have a look, this was all on the same day. It recovered, and it's only been a 1 or 2 day period that it's been sort of beneath the support line, and it pumped back up, hit its kind of highs, and then come back down to retrace. That's in the last day. In the last 7 days, you'll see here when it loads that it's pretty much been doing a little dip, and this coincides with the way the market's been since obviously the announcement. But this is the best time to buy. So what we need to do is we need to look quickly about how this token's being perceived in the socials and where the buy zones are in the price chart. So with that said, jumping over to the website for the people that don't know about this token, you can see that it doesn't really say a lot. It says has always dreamed about being the first dog to set his paws on Mars. The Baby Space Floki community is determined to get him there. So it is just a meme coin, and it will say a little bit about the tokenomics, what they want to do, but they can't see any massive token like dynamics behind it or any like tangibility behind the token. But we don't really need a lot of this going on to, if we're smart with a price chart action, to get ourselves into profit. We just need to play the market right, read the emotion in the chart, and then pick up buy zones and sell when it's pumped a bit higher. Now, obviously you can go over to this website, read the governance, read a little bit about on there. It does tell you about when the marketing is. So if you time your buys with these marketings and they stay true to it, you could time it right and make yourself a little penny or two. Again, not financial advice. I'm just literally telling you how I like to time things. And there's nothing more I want than to make people on this channel money. I'm starting to get a lot of loyal followers and subscribers now, and I want to give you a little bit back. So as you can see, there's not a lot on the website, but we don't really need to look at that. You can go over there, click the chart, and it'll bring you pretty much to the same kind of chart I'm looking at. But jumping into Twitter now, you can see it's got a modest, very modest following, but the engagement is quite good for the area. They're not trying to scam the Twitter following. They're not trying to sort of bamboozle you with it. They're trying to organically build it. So I think they are trying to do the right thing behind this token. Now, if you go over there and have a look at the pinned tweet, and if you have a look at what's going on, they are the top 3 trending on CoinMarketCap right now. And that is because obviously there is a lot of cool price chart action going on, which we'll see at the end. And I'll try and explain that a little bit better. But as some of you said, we want to try and get these coins as they're exploding, or ideally just before. Now, if this coin has just started trending on CoinMarketCap, and hopefully we get this video out quick enough, you might just catch the retracement for the bounce for it to pump higher. So what I'm going to do is now quickly go into the Telegram and see what kind of feedback we're getting on there. Boom. So putting the socials side by side here to try and give you a quick overview of what they're saying. They are euphoric on the Twitter. They are doing a lot of tweets now because they want to ride on the back of this number 3 trending on CoinMarketCap. And this is really good for people that are looking to invest in the token or already have. Jumping into their Telegram, you can see they've got a good 3,720 with about 500 online. And that's good. That means there is a lot of people talking about this token and getting a bit euphoric about it. Now, obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on in there, and I'd say probably there's a bit of that's fun and people getting excited and FOMO, but this is what keeps it interesting. This is what keeps the opium alive and people wanting to invest in the coin. They have got a video chat which you can join. There's not a lot of people on there at the moment, but it's just another security backup that if you go over there, join the video chat, maybe you can ask a few questions and speak to like-minded investors like you, which is always good to have. If a token's got a video chat or it's got the devs willing to put their voice behind it, it could only be a good thing. So go over, if you want to or looking to invest in this token, go over, join the Telegram, have a little feel about it. Don't wait too long because obviously, like I'm going to show you in the price chart now, you don't want to miss the bubble, but also just do, obviously, as we always say, a little bit of your own research. So now we're just going to jump straight into the price chart action. Now, as you can see with this, there has been quite a bit of price chart action, which is crazy. If I just move this over here and I'll explain to you a little bit better about what it is we're looking at. Now you can see it had a massive pump up all the way up here. Now there's obviously a lot of zeros in this, but it doesn't matter because obviously it's all about the percentage of the pump, not the price, as we know. But it's got like over 500,000 market cap at the moment with a good liquidity of 63,000. So if you go over to PooCoin, do check over the holders. There's links on the side, and I can show you this actually quickly. You can see there's links on the side that say the holders, the contract, and obviously the transactions. But you can see this at the bottom of PooCoin anyway. And here you can see the market cap of just over 500,000 and the liquidity of 63,000. So with all that, this is what's causing this price chart action. It was pretty much non-existent down here. Then it picked up momentum and started to pretty much pump to the moon. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get in to this moon shoot here, because if you'd have got in from here, which, sorry if I show you, if you got in from here and rode this train all the way up to here, it would have been pretty much a blessing in disguise. But as we can see, these kind of opium shoots happen quite a little bit on this token. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're probably likely to get a bit more of these if you time it right. So what I've done is I've literally put where this token is finding its resistance based here, where it's finding its sort of low support, so this is like a buy zone, and where the key areas are on to look at on the way down. So let me just explain this really quickly and extend it a little bit for you. So these are the euphoric price pumps, but the kind of settled down price action seems to be around about this line here, the 1031 mark, because we've seen this happen here, 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 and here. Now, as this keeps getting rejected in the last few hours on here, you can see that the price is likely to come down to this first kind of, I don't know, support area because of the price chart action here. If this gets broken, which if it goes on a major downturn may do, you can see it'll probably go down to this level here where all this resistance and all this price chart action was. This is a very much a key area. But when this breaks, there's not a lot of support area here. You can see that this is probably no man's land. So when you're looking to buy this, you've got to really pick, we don't have crystal balls, but you've got to really pick your buy boxes. So for me, it would be this massive kind of support area here where you'd be looking for the first buy box. But if it breaks this support area, you can see again there's no man's land, and we have had big wicks down to around about here. So you could even be conservative and stretch this buy box up to here. But for me, because of this price chart action around about here, would be looking at a buy box of this here. So that's why I've pretty much drawn a drastic arrow down. So if you wanted to put some low ball offers in when we have a retracement, say if Bitcoin gets rejected again, there's going to be a bit of extreme fear in the market still, and I'm expecting Bitcoin to drop down into sort of like the $38,000 dollars. So when that happens, you could see a downside on this. So keep an eye on these areas here. It doesn't cost you anything just to keep an eye on the market. Maybe pick 5 tokens, pick these areas here. I'll tell you that you need to look at where all the price chart action is, where the kind of emotions have been, and where the token seems to be doing well and struggling. Put that as a buy area, and when it hits it, dollar cost average in. Or if you're selling, dollar cost average out. But obviously when this goes down, we're looking for it to go into the buy box, bounce off this support, and then do one of these kind of opium shoots. And that is how you make the money on these kind of main tokens. And judging from what's been happening on this, and as you can see, it's sort of getting rejected pretty well at this area here after this kind of shoot, there will be more shoots to the upside and downside. So there'll be a lot more price volatility in this. So for me, I don't think you've missed out. I think you've got to use this as one to practice on the market, and it's a real good one. Don't throw all your money in. Again, it's not financial advice, but just literally either practice with paper trades, which means no money, or just put a little bit in to see how it is you're going to get on with trying to judge and time this market. But for me, take a copy of this or screenshot it, go over to PooCoin, draw on your own charts in this kind of area here. But I think this is probably got about an 80% chance of playing out, in my opinion. And if I was putting my money on it, I'll be looking at an 80% chance as a good one. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. I've tried to keep this quick, raw, and kind of opium food free as I can. But let me know what you think. And as always, I love it when people say to me, you know, can you do this? Can you do that? Constructive feedback for me is the key, because I want this channel to be for you and community grown. So don't think you have to throw your money into anything quick or do something you wouldn't normally do. Just relax. Go into these trades thinking, I want to be a trader. I don't want to be a gambler. And 9 times out of 10, you'll come off a lot better than the people just FOMOing in. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and smash that bell notification. But as always, on Crypto Ripto, we like to say trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.